자, this is for the audio sound for the Happy International Reading Club for December 20th, 2023. 자, 저거 같이 공부하시는 선생님께서 이렇게 그 텍스트에 동사가 뭔지 이렇게 표시를 해줬으면 좋겠다. 이렇게 말씀하셔서 한번 그렇게 표시를 해드리고 한번 읽어봐 드리고 있습니다. 그러면 이제 문장을 보시는데 너무 도움이 되실 것 같다고 해서요. 자, pipeline, the parable of the pipeline, page 111. 자, 111쪽부터 읽어드리고 있습니다. Small actions equal big result. 작은 행동이 큰 결과를 가져온다는 내용이죠. While Bruce sat in his lazy boy recliner on evening and weekends, Paul kept building his ultimate pipeline. The first few months, Paul didn't have much to show for his efforts. The web-based pipeline business was new to him. He had to learn a new system and teach it to others. He talked daily to his mentors and attended weekend trainings to improve his business building skills. He read personal growth books and listened to tapes recommended by his mentors. Day by day, he improved his business building skills. He learned how to engage people to conversations, how to get people to talk about their dreams, how to handle objections gracefully, how to coach people to bring out the best in them. Gradually, he began to believe more and more in himself, in his opportunity and his new business partners. This was new territory for Paul, but as his knowledge and confidence grew, so did his internet pipeline. Paul kept reminding himself that tomorrow's dreams are built on today's sacrifices. Day by day, he built his ultimate pipeline, one conversation at a time. If my dream is big enough, the facts don't count, he chanted to himself as he picked up the phone to call another prospect. Short-term investment equals long-term rewards. He reminded himself as he set his daily and weekly goals, knowing that over time, the result would far exceed the efforts. Keep your eyes on the prize, repeated over and over as he drifted off to sleep while listening to a training audio by a successful e-biz builder. Keep your eyes on the prize. The tables are turned. Days turned into months. One day, Paul realized that his e-pipeline was pumping enough profits to equal half his monthly salary. Paul continues to work hard at his day job, but he used his spare time even more productively. He knew it was only a matter of months before his part-time pipeline income exceeded the income from his full-time job. During his lunch breaks at Cistern, Paul would watch his old friend Bruce skirting from a cubicle to cubicle. Bruce's bucket-carrying job was beginning to take its toll. Bruce was looking more and more stressed by a demanding boss, unrealistic deadlines, and daily rumors of the layoffs. On weekends, Bruce would write dozens of resignation letters, but he never mailed them. He had bill to pay. He needed his paycheck too much to skid. He felt trapped. He felt empty inside. The wastebasket in his office wasn't empty, however. It was filled to the brim with weighted up resignation letters, resigning from his job. Finally, Paul's big day arrived. His monthly e-pipeline check exceeded his monthly salary at Cistern. His wife made color copies of his check from Cistern and the check from his new e-business framed them side by side. His new pipeline partners cheered as he held up the framed checks. Cameras flashed. The Paul's eye glistened. 이거 제가 발음 찾아봐야 되는 것 같아요. Glistened with joy. Paul was the only worker assistant who wasn't intimidated by his boss. Because of Ultimate Pipeline, Paul was free. Their knowledge gave Paul confidence. Paul handled his boss outburst calmly. Paul squared his shoulder and looked right in his boss's eyes during his tirades. It is not necessary to shout. Paul would say firmly, I'm standing right here in front of you. Wouldn't you agree we'd be more effective if we discussed this calmly? Paul's co-workers began calling him the lion tamer for he handled his boss. But Paul understood that wasn't taming his boss. Paul was only standing up to him because he no longer had the power to control Paul's life. One evening, Paul sat down in his home and based office and wrote the following letter. Dear Mr. Boss, I am writing to inform you that effective immediately, I am resigning from Assistant International. I have enjoyed my time as assistant, but I regret to inform you that the company can no longer afford my services. Yours freely, Pipeline Paul. Paul felt a surge of freedom as he folded his resignation letter and inserted it into an envelope. He looked forward to the future with hope and optimism. Paul understood that what he had accomplished with his internet pipeline was only the first stage of a big dream. You see, Paul had plans that reached far beyond the words of system industries. Paul planned to build internet pipelines all over North America and eventually all over the world. 자, 여기까지 오늘 또 끝내보겠습니다.